In the deepest corners of Africa, where sunlight barely pierces the thick canopy of ancient forests, there once existed a kingdom so powerful, so clever, and so feared, that its very existence was a threat to any invader who dared to approach. Yet today, most of the world has forgotten it. Its name is absent from history books, erased by time and conquest, but the whispers remain. This is the story of the kingdom that vanished overnight. Centuries ago, along the banks of a great river, a civilization flourished with wealth, knowledge, and unmatched power. Its people were not only warriors, they were scholars, artisans, and masters of the land. They understood the secrets of agriculture, medicine, and warfare in ways that outsiders could never imagine. Their cities shimmered with gold and ivory. Their markets were filled with rare treasures, and their armies struck fear into the hearts of all who encountered them. They were a people united, and their unity was their greatest weapon. Kings commanded respect with a mere gesture. Queens ruled with wisdom that rivaled the gods. Every citizen knew their role. Every warrior knew the land, and together they became a force that no enemy could easily defeat. Then came the invaders. Ships appeared on the horizon, carrying men armed with weapons the kingdom had never seen. They thought conquest would be easy. Villages were razed, forests burned, and yet, time and again, the people of this kingdom struck back with devastating precision. They disappeared into the forest, only to reappear as shadows, ambushing the invaders with strategies that made the outsiders believe they were fighting spirits, not men. And then, one night, according to legend, everything changed. In a display of courage and cunning that would shock the world, the entire kingdom vanished. Not a single building remained. Not a single king or queen was captured. The people melted into the forests and rivers, carrying their knowledge and treasures with them, leaving nothing for the invaders to claim. It was as if the kingdom had never existed at all. Historians called it impossible. How could an entire kingdom disappear without a trace? Yet the locals tell a different story. They speak of secret tunnels, hidden villages, and forests that swallowed people whole. The people had learned to turn the land itself into a weapon. Smoke, mirrors, traps, and misdirection were all tools they used to erase themselves from the eyes of their enemies. Explorers who dared to enter the forest centuries later reported villages that vanished as soon as they approached, paths that led nowhere, and whispers of people moving unseen. It was as if the land itself had protected the kingdom's children, hiding them from outsiders who sought to conquer, enslave, or destroy. Over generations, the descendants of this vanished kingdom continued to live in secret. They preserved the knowledge, traditions, and wisdom of their ancestors, passing it down quietly, carefully, and with pride. Their courage remained unmatched, their intellect unrivaled, and their unity unbroken. They were a living testament to the idea that true power is not in wealth or weapons, but in strategy, knowledge, and the ability to survive against all odds. Even now, traces of their legacy remain hidden in forests, rivers, and sacred sites across Africa. Every story, every whispered legend, every mysterious ruin points back to a kingdom that refused to be conquered. History may try to erase them, but the truth cannot be destroyed. The kingdom that vanished overnight lives on in the hearts of its people, in the wisdom passed down through generations, and in the eternal whispers of the forest. If this story amazes you, know that it is only the beginning. Across Africa, countless tribes and kingdoms stood against the tide of colonial conquest, using nothing but courage, cunning, and their deep connection to the land. Stories that the world forgot, stories that deserve to be told. Subscribe now to Dark Africa Files, and join us as we uncover the untold secrets of Africa, the legends, the heroes, and the mysteries that have been hidden for centuries. Before the world forgets them again,